Yet. Hi, this is Glenda. We're back for part 2 of today's session of the Higher Education Empowerment Program from No Sister Left Behind. And right now we're going to bring you Angela Williams. She'll be representing Bakersfield College, their admissions department. Yay!
Good morning. How's everyone today? I hope you're doing well. Again, my name is Angela Williams, and I am an educational advisor in the Office of Outreach and Early College at Bakersfield College. And I'm here to give you some information about applying to not only Bakersfield College, but any California community college within our state if you don't live locally, but Bakersfield College, applications, Saracoso Community College, and also Porterville College. So here we're going to get started with, I don't have my PowerPoint presentation up, but we'll work through it. We're going to talk about how to apply and your path to completion, and then support services that are available to assist students with completing their program or their degree. So Bakersfield College it was founded in about 1913. We offer over 130 degrees and certificates at our college. And we have a lot of student organizations on campus that can assist students with being successful.
I'm just trying to get you. So you have to share it. Okay. Did you want it over here? Or? How's that?
That works.
Okay.
That works. Thank you. So we have a lot of locations, physical locations that include our main campus on Panorama Drive, our downtown campus, which is our Weil Institute, and then we also have our Southwest Center that should be fully constructed, hopefully by January, fully constructed and ready to go on the CSU campus. So students have a direct connection with transferring to CSU Bakersfield. And then we have our Delano campus, which will be expanding, and then a campus in Arvin, and also our campuses in Shafter, our job spot on Panama Lane, and then also online classes. We have a lot of online classes, especially with the pandemic. We realize that a lot of our students want to learn online. It provides students with access to be able to take his classes at the time and in the manner that they want. So as we move forward, we're going to talk about completing the application. I'll say this about the California Community College system is that basically it is an open admissions system. All students who apply get in. You just have to fill out an application. So what you'll need to do for us is you'll go to our website, bakersfieldcollege.edu, and you'll complete the app and you'll click on Apply to BC, and there will be a list of steps to apply. Step 1 is to complete the application, and that is through OpenCCC Apply. And once you complete an application for the original application, it's a 3-part step process. So the first step will be creating a CCC account, OpenCCC account. Create your account. Once you create the account, you can apply to any college within the California Community College system. We have right now 116 colleges throughout the state of California. So they all offer a variety of programs, so you have an opportunity to apply. But we want you to apply for BC. That's where we're at. So applying for Bakersfield College, click on the CCC Apply, create your account. And some things you'll need to have to start that out is your legal name, full legal name, and that's a big deal for a lot of people, full legal name, your social security number, your date of birth, and have a personal email account, because that's how we're going to contact you as we go through the application process. Once you complete that application, the first part of the application, you'll actually complete your college application, where you'll choose your major, your course of study, and the term that you're applying for. And we're going to talk about the options for some of our majors, our popular programs at the community college level. And then you'll have to activate your account with the college. Now, I'll say this, I throw that out there. We've been dealing with a lot of issues of fraud in this past year throughout the pandemic with people doing false applications. So make sure you complete your application. You have your unique username and password, and you save all of your information throughout the process. You don't want anything to happen. We have a lot of security protocols in place to prevent that from happening on our side. So you may think you've submitted your application, but if you don't get that final email that says this is your BC student ID number, your BC email, you probably want to contact our admissions and records office to verify where you are in the process so that we can make sure everything is okay with your application. So when we talked about choosing your major and your course of study, one of the things that we have at the community college level is that we offer both the degrees and certificates. So our certificates start at, we call them job skill certificates, and those are short-term programs that usually that can last for up to a year in length. So for example, if you want to be, you just want to start off in automotive technology, and I'll throw that out there because that's one that some people are unaware of, but it's growing, it's getting big. Especially with the onboarding of electric vehicles. Bakersfield is doing a whole lot of things. We're doing a whole lot of things here. You can you can start off at a lower level. You can get certified just to work on engines on one part of the engine, or do tune-ups, or do oil changes, or whatever you're doing. That's a 1-year certificate. Then you can build on top of that. You can get employed, and then you can build on that while you're working, continue to take more automotive technology classes to build up until you get to your associate degree in automotive technology. So there's opportunities there. We call them stackable degrees, stackable certificates is what we call them. And you can move up and get a degree as you're going through that process. Then we offer certificates of achievement, and I'll mention the other one in our education field as well. We have the paraprofessional one. That means your teacher's aide in a classroom with students. You can get a certificate, initial certificate, by taking 3 classes. Then you can build on that, move up to a level from 2 to 3 to 4. The more classes you take, the more opportunities you have to work in a school district. So again, stackable certificates that can lead you to a degree. So all the classes you're taking can lead you to your associate degree, where you can transfer to CSUB and complete your bachelor's degree and actually become a teacher in class, get certified to become a teacher in the classroom. So that's an opportunity. We also offer associate degrees, our associate in arts degree, our associate science degrees. They're just 2-year degrees. That's a combination of major coursework and general education courses. So that's happening. And basically those transfer options, you have transfer options that vary by institution. What we have done in the California Community College system, we've aligned with we have aligned in somewhat, in a lot of cases, with the CSU Bakersfield, but within the CSUs throughout the state. And our governor just recently signed legislation that he wants all 3, the California community colleges, CSUs, and the UCs to align their general education patterns as well as their degrees so that students have a direct pathway to completing their degrees. So that just got signed like 2 days ago. So and I was like, so it's going to be an adventure while we create this, but I think it's what we're already doing in combination with CSU Bakersfield here locally, that we're combining so students have a direct path to finish their degree as long as they follow the steps, and all the tools and the information are available or out there, and there's support for the students to complete this. They just need to take an opportunity to do it. So that's lining up. So then we also have our associate degrees for transfer, and we call those degrees with a guarantee. So if students complete an associate degree for transfer, for example, in I'll say elementary teacher education, you do that degree, then you can go directly to CSU Bakersfield. There's a program at the Connecting Program. Part of that program is CSU Bakersfield that will guarantee that you'll do the 2 years for that part of the degree, and then you complete your courses to take your state exam to become a licensed teacher. It's all lined up for you. You just have to follow it. Again, there's money involved. All of that comes through. It's all lined up for you to do it. You just have to take the step to complete the program. So filling out the application is the first part. The admissions application is the first part. There is help available if you need it. We have help online through our student information desk on our website. So if you go to bakersfieldcollege.edu homepage, student information desk, click on it. It'll say the dates and times that people are available. I think we have someone working today from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can go on and someone will provide you assistance with completing the application, going through. And if you can't make it during that time frame, ask for an appointment. See if you can schedule an appointment with someone, and someone can assist you with the application as well. So don't step back or hold back from doing that. Don't let that be a problem. And I do say all of our learning and career path, our majors are broken down into pathways. So we have 10 defined pathways, and they include health sciences. Our health science include our nursing, registered nursing, our vocational nursing, our paramedic program, our new I'm going to say our new health information and technology. With that, in let me click up here. Sorry, I'm going there. We have a new program that's kicking off this year, and that's our physical therapy assistant. And it's a brand new program. They're in the process of getting certification, accredited is what they're in the process of doing, but they're accepting admissions applications. So I'm all about advocating opportunities for people who need to get started. And there's a couple of prerequisites students have to take before they can apply to get into the program. And so it's a great opportunity. I'm all about any opportunities that are different in promoting our students and getting them where they need to be. So there's that. And I'm sorry, I'm used to my touch screen laptop, and this one isn't, so it's making me crazy. This is okay. I have to click through. So we have that one. We also have our public health sciences. That's another big thing that happened in CSU Bakersfield. Has just started their program. I'm doing a plug for both of us. They just started their program, their bachelor's program. So our program is aligning with theirs, and we're trying to get a direct lineup to get you in and out public health sciences. And it's a big deal. We can see through the pandemic, we needed a lot of people with official public health science training to be able to talk to the public and provide information to help our communities become healthy. And so there's that one. And take an opportunity, even if you don't think you want to go do a full degree, we have an opportunity for nursing assistant. There's one semester, one class, you got to take it. Once you get out, you take your exam and you have a job. Is basically what it is. So, and that's part of the prerequisite. One of the prerequisites to get into our registered nursing program is that you have to be a certified nursing assistant. So, and they want to see job experience. So once you get that certified nursing assistant certificate, you can apply for a job, get to work, and that becomes part of your application for the nursing program. And you get extra points because you're working in the field already. So take advantage again of that opportunity to do that. Our other programs, we also offer one bachelor's degree right now. I'll have to throw it out, our industrial automation degree. Again, the state just approved, and it was supposedly a short-term plan, and they just finalized it that we get to keep our bachelor's degree and we can add more as we move forward. So there may be other opportunities. It's a lower cost degree, but our current bachelor's degree is in industrial automation, and we have a lot of facilities, our distribution facilities that are local in our area, and it gives students an opportunity to get employed. And basically what you're doing, I call it robotics. You're programming and managing the systems that help those places run. So Amazon, what else do we have out there? IKEA, all those places like that are in our area. Students have an opportunity to get jobs, and our students who have graduated from this program have gone into their last semester with job offers already in place. So take advantage of the opportunity and jump on it and pay attention to that. And then we also offer STEM fields, our business, education is our other big one, and then public safety. Public safety is a big deal. So that's where we have the police academy is running through our college, fire department. Firefighter academy is a big deal, and all the EMT things, paramedic program as well. So take opportunities to apply and check out what we have. And if you click on our learning and career pathways, you'll be able to see all the majors broken down. And if you click on them, it'll tell you which classes you need to take. It'll tell you the general education requirements, the major requirements, and any electives you need to take to meet your educational goal. And if you have questions, that's when you talk to an advisor, me, or a counselor, and we can help you. And I may not be the only one available. You may catch me running around some high school somewhere, but you can talk to a variety of people. We have if you go to our student information desk, we have counselors and advisors that are available to assist you. If you want to make an appointment with someone, you can as well. So take advantage of the opportunity to speak to them. And pay attention. We do have some enrollment events that happen frequently. I know our next one won't be for the spring semester. We have one that started in, I think, around November 18th is when it's running from 12 to 5. So if you need help, you can do that. Otherwise, you can do it on your own or go to the student information desk to apply. I think that is it. Associate degrees. And I do want to, I'll throw out, Natasha may come up and say something about it. Our Finish in 4 program is an awesome program. So our connection with CSU Bakersfield. So we have students we have design degrees. associate degrees for transfer that line up with CSUB's upper division coursework. And so they map out exactly what classes students need to take. So I'll print it for you. What classes you need to take at Bakersfield College and what classes you need to take at CSUB. It's mapped out. There is money involved. And then there's priority registration, which is a big deal when you get to college. For Bakersfield College, it's day 2 priority registration if you're part of the program. That's a big deal. It's a big deal. That means that you get the classes that you need and you get preferential times that the classes are being offered. So take advantage of it. Again, once you become a college student, you'll know that anything that says priority registration, you want to apply for it. So take advantage of it. And I'm sure she will bring more information and details about the CSUB side. And what we also do is we provide support. All of our students can't succeed on their own. You probably can try, but it's great. It's better with support. So we have multiple accesses. One of the things our campus life, our student life department offers a variety of services, be it health services. So our health, we have free health care for students on campus. Basically, you pay a $15 fee per semester. I think, no, it's $18 now. $18 fee per semester, and you have free access to medical care. Prescriptions, there's a doctor that comes on campus and there's a nurse on duty all the time. So you have help and you can get some free prescriptions that are generic. So take advantage of that opportunity. We also provide pantry services. So for food, hygiene, clothing, etc., we have a pantry center. They do a distribution sometimes every 2 weeks, sometimes once a month. And so students can get food. So we don't want to hear the thing about starving students. It's services that are available to help students. Take advantage of it. They do stress relief things on campus. If you're taking classes on campus, they have paint night, paint during the day. They have crafting. They do a whole thing with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. They do during finals week. It's all these different things that help you relieve stress and relax and be focused on school. And you may just be walking through and see something, jump in and help participate. Slapping some paint on a piece of canvas is an awesome stress relief. And we also have students who have disabilities, be them learning, physical, or mental disabilities. We have our disabled student services and programs and services. We offer accommodations and support services for students. So, for example, if you have a vision impairment, we can get someone that can be your note taker for your classes. They can sit in class and take your notes. There are recording machines that you may be able to have access to, or reading machines. Other ones, visually impaired, hearing impaired, people with physical disabilities. If you have anxiety about test taking, they'll test you for that, and then you can be provided accommodations. For example, if you need to be in a quiet area, they'll have you and a person that is just supervising you in that area where you're testing. If you have anxiety about just being in class with a large group of people, that can be accommodated for. So we're required by law to provide accommodations for students with disabilities. So take advantage of that opportunity. And if you don't know, get tested. If I'm feeling some type of way, just get tested. They'll offer free testing. And so reach out to that program. And then we also have our wonderful Mimosa community that's run by Dr. Paula Parks. Mimosa is awesome. It's a support community for our African-American students. And we have other people that have been joining. They have dedicated counselors. We have 2 counselors that are dedicated to the program. You take classes as a group. Like I said, one of my nieces went through the program. She's transferred. She's at our HBCU in Texas, doing her thing. But what it did was, when the speakers earlier talked about grit, determination. What they do as a group, as a unit, they develop that, and they talk about some of the discussions that I've been in on or been aware of. They talk about real life situations, especially that sometimes women, we take on a lot. We put ourselves in situations that we're carrying the load for a lot of people, and they talk about that. And what does that do? And how can you manage that and still be a successful student? So their real conversations are being had, and real support is being provided for students as they go through that process. So take advantage of it. Again, they have courses are focused on African American culture. They have group study sessions. Class schedules are already worked out for students. So they're transfer level classes that they're taking as a group. Then they have, dedicated counselors, and then they also have mentors. So you can mentor, and everyone goes, you should be a mentor. I said, I mentor a lot of people. I can't do just one. I talk to a lot of people. So but it's a great opportunity and support system that's built in. We see each other on camp, we're yelling, and then we call it our intrusive engagement with our students, intrusive engagement. I see you walking around campus. I'm gonna say, hey, what's up? Where you going? Got class? You don't have class? Why don't you have class? What's going on? We're gonna have a conversation. Where are you supposed to be? You're hungry, you need to eat, you need lunch, whatever's going on. Those are conversations that we have. So our staff, there may not be millions of us on campus, but we're there. And we're checking you out. We're asking questions. And then we relay back to each other. Say, have you seen so-and-so? I haven't seen him in a couple of days. We need to call him. So we're doing that intentionally to make sure that you're okay coming on campus and you can ask us questions. And we're available for that. But if we're there, ask. And we'll be willing to get, if we can't help you, if I can't help you, I say this about myself, I can't help you, I'll get you to the person that can help you and get you the services that you need. So just open your mouth. I always say closed mouth doesn't get fed. So open your mouth and say, hey, I need help. And we'll figure out what help you need and how we can assist you in getting there. Then we also have tutoring services. All students are entitled to at least 1 hour of free tutoring per week. Take advantage of tutoring. Get signing up for a tutor. If you're struggling, like some people may not be, we're not going to that math minded or the English minded. You still have an opportunity to get help, even if you think you're struggling. You may have other outside issues that impact your study time, but if you have dedicated time with a tutor, that may help you focus on what you need to do. We have our writing center that can review your papers before you submit them to your instructor and then give you advice on how to improve them before you submit it for a grade. Take advantage of the writing center. And then the math lab, if you've been out of school, especially high school for a while, your math skills, if you don't use them, sometimes they kind of decrease. So the math lab, you can take non-credit classes that'll help you build up your math skills to the college level so you're able to be successful and you're not struggling and it's not counting against you as a grade. It's just building up your skills. So those are opportunities available at the college. So again, we want you to be successful. We want you to come to BC. We want to help you as much as we can. So I hope everyone got as much as they could out of that conversation. But again, bakersfieldcollege.edu, and you will have access to that information. And next, we're going to turn it over to Miss Natasha from CSU Bakersfield.
Wow. Great. Yes. All righty. Well, good morning. Well, we're in the afternoon almost phase here now, huh? Good afternoon to everyone out there. My name is Natasha Harris. I am the Senior Admissions Officer and Transfer Student Success Coordinator for the Cal State University Bakersfield. So just a little bit about, and I love Angela and our BC partnership. She's talked a lot about that, and we're going to continue the conversation. Now that transition to CSUB. And just to give you guys, CSUB, we are one of the 23 Cal State University systems. We are the largest 4-year higher education in the country, with 23 campuses that comprise of our campuses, and that's over 486,000 students across 23 campuses is where we're at today. So, and we are about student success, removing barriers for our students. So we're excited about the things our governor did for us this week. So we still cheering him on. We still praising him this week. Give him a little bit more. He's loving us in higher education right now. We appreciate everything he's doing for us right now. But CSUB. So we are your campus here in the Central Valley. We are the only CSU here in the Central Valley, and we're here to serve you. We're here to provide access to you guys. We are Division I. We are the home of the road runners. We are those rising road runners, if you ask our president. But CSUBs, we have a great accolade, so we're very happy about. We're very happy and excited about our nursing program. They are ranked within the top 5 for our nursing program. We are that best bang for your buck in the West Coast. Yes. So we have those accolades, and we're proud of them. We honor those and we wear them with pride. And so does our more than 11,000 students that we have on our CSUB campus and our satellite campus out in Lancaster. We can't forget about those wonderful people. But CSUB, we're one of the smaller CSUBs. And because we are in Bakersfield, we are that hometown school. So it's one of those campuses, everybody knows everybody. 11,000 students, all your professors are going to know you. And so we pride ourselves in that. We call ourselves, we are a family out there. I truly think we are. Small class sizes. 26 is our average class size. Yes, no big. We have a few of those big lectures. You know, the biology courses, of course, got to be big lectures. But more than that, it's 26. 27 students to 1 faculty. Most campuses can't say that. CSUB is proud. We offer 36 bachelor different degree programs for you to choose from. So you can go anything you want. psychology, education, nursing, impacted, but we're there. And we got nursing, sociology, environmental resource management. As we are here in the Valley, and ag is our big thing, we have our ag business programs. We're leading and putting students out into the field to lead our agriculture work that we're doing inside of this Valley. 16 different master's programs for you to choose from. Credential programs. We pride ourselves in the CSU on our teachers and our educational system that we have here. We produce the most teachers than anybody else, and we wear. And now we at CSUB are excited because we have our own doctoral program. We've cut Fresno State off. We now have our own doctoral program to help those in education that want to go into those administrator roles. You have that to get to CSUB, earn your doctoral degree, and become that administrator, that principal, or whatever else you want to be inside of that higher education world. So a little bit about CSUB, and we're very, our top majors out there is biology, business administration. We'll teach you marketing, human resources, whatever you want to do inside of the business world, they can teach you that. Criminal justice is another popular one. We know we're in the state of California, so we have a need. And we do have that criminal justice major to help those get inside of that world. CSUB, over 90% of our students are receiving financial aid. And I know Dr. Grimes is going to talk on that in a little bit, but we do have that. Financial aid is available on our campus. Last year, for the fall 2020 cycle, $36.8 million was awarded in gifts to our students. That's grants. 36.8 million. 48.8 million in total is what we gave to our students last year in financial aid, scholarships, grants, and loans. So we are ensuring that our students' financial aid should not be a barrier for you to go to college or university. That is not a reason to stop continuing your education. And for those, FAFSA's open right now. It opened October the 1st. So get your application in. And then CSUB, we have our scholarships. The scholarships you can obtain outside of the community, but CSUB, we have our own scholarships for our students as well that you can apply to. That's just for CSUB students. So you got to be a road runner in order to get it. And I encourage you, visit our CSUB Financial Aid website. And we got workshops going all month, this month and next month, as it is Financial Aid Awareness Month and different things like that. So you can get those scholarships and grants and stuff like that. But CSUB, 11,000 students. We got the clubs to support you. Over 100 student clubs and organizations are on campus. Sororities, fraternities. We got a gamers club who raises a lot of money here in Kern County for the Children's Hospital. They're one of the top ones. Gamers club. We got a karate club. So whatever kind of clubs, organizations, psych clubs, sociologists, clubs, and matching your major, where's just you guys in your own major? You got your own little club that you informed and got together. And I always tell students, if we got a club that if it doesn't match, go find 4 friends and you guys write your own proposal, write your own bylaws, and create your own club. And it's very surprising, but we have had a lot of clubs that have grown over the years because they get 4. That's all you need, 5 people. You need a president, a secretary, and a treasurer. And you can have your own club to start there. So along with the clubs and organizations we have the support centers. So a big part of removing the barriers in our students getting to graduation is support. So for CSUB, we have our academic advisory centers. We have 4 academic schools that house all 36 of our majors with the most wonderful and amazing academic advisors that are out there around. They are amazing. So we have academic advising centers. Along with those academic advising centers, each center has its own tutoring center connected to it to support students. When we talk about, when Angela's talking about math, you enroll in a math class, and we were talking about finite math and statistics math. We also enroll you in a support class that's going to help you do your homework. We're going to help you. There's a tutor and a teacher in there to help you do your homework to make sure that you understand. And we all know math is our subject. Math kept me from my degree for a long time. Well, I enrolled in that class every semester and dropped it just by the withdrawal deadline too. And then we have our Veteran Student Center. Our Veteran Student Center, they are there to support our veterans. Whether you're active duty, reserve, military, we have you. And also the dependents of those veteran students. We also support you as well. Career Services Center. So we're not only going to get you educated, we got to make sure you get a job at the end of this road. So we're there. Our Career Service Center is there to help you. They go over interview techniques with you. They make sure your resume is together. They will sit down with you and go through that, making sure you got all the periods and the commas and we're all aligned. Yeah. Those are the kind of things we love. And like she said, we have a writing resource center. You go in there and go give them your paper before you turn it into that professor. so they can correct that for you, help you with those there and there, THEIR, THER. If you like me, you get them confused sometimes, but they're there to help you get those languages right, all righty? And one of the other programs, we have Project Rebound, formerly incarcerated individuals. We got you. If you are ready to make that change inside of your life and you feel education is the key to get you there, come see us. Michael Dotson is ready, Dr. Dotson now. He's ready to help you get that degree. And we're going to help you get that degree and then get into the field that you want. It's not just about getting you to the finish line, because at the end of that, you still got to make that degree. But when you make that choice as a formerly incarcerated individual to come back to school, CSUB, we have you. We will wrap you around. We got you. And so when we were talking about growth mindset, this is it. These are support programs we have to support you along that way. CSU Success Program, which is something we're very proud of. Our new CSU Chancellor just launched. CSUB this past fall, every first-time freshman and transfer student received an iPad. We want to make sure that you are ready to go to school. If you need the hotspot, go see them. They'll give you the hotspot. We connected our Wi-Fi to all of our CSUB parking lots. So if you need Wi-Fi and need somewhere to go and sit and take a break, go sit in the parking lot and connect to the Wi-Fi. Get on there and do your classroom work. So this is what we're talking about, success. And we talk about de-stressing, we got you. We have our career service. We have our wellness center. Last week they were out in the open grass because we still got to, keep our 3 feet and 6 feet apart. So we're out in the open grass doing yoga. We're out there because we need ways to de-stress. And so as our team, we walked over, we're going to go and do us some yoga. We're getting away from the computers, from processing applications for a minute. And we have our health center that is there to support you as well. For mental health, whether it's mental health or physical, whatever the case may be, they're there to support you. And one thing I love is our edible garden. We're growing our own food. We're producing our own food and vegetables on our campus to support our students now. So the food and stuff that we're growing goes right into our food pantry to be distributed not only to our faculty, students, and staff, but also to our community. And on Mondays, we have a big food giveaway. Everyone's welcome to come out. Come out, pull up. You ain't even got to get out of your car. We're going to put it in the back of the car for you. But we welcome the community to come out. And my baby, my pride and joy, as I say, I'm the transfer student success coordinator role that I took on a few years ago out of the blue. We were laughing earlier. It's just one of these roles. It's like, hey, go fill in over here and, come on, you got this. Is our Transfer Resource Center, which we just fully launched this fall, which is a center to support our transfer students. So I'm so excited for this. This is something I've been working on. I laugh and I tell people it started as a dream. It started with a tablecloth. And now it is a full-blown center on our campus. So we're there, admissions decisions, providing guidance and resource, all to just support our transfer students. We love our freshmen, but we are there for our transfer students to ensure that they have a seamless transition over to the university. So partnering BC, I was one time on BC's campus more than I was on CSUB's campus. I'm at Porterville College. I'm at Taft College. My team, we are there. We are serving all of our community colleges. So I love our transfer resource team, our new peer mentors we brought on. And when we talk about our connections with BC, we hired a BC finishing for peer mentor. We brought her on as CSUB and hired her on as our own peer mentor. So when we say that seamless transition, we walk you through that whole process. And so one of the great things, as Angela was saying, our finishing for program. The governor said align the program. CSUB and BC, we already did it. We're sitting back now. So as we walk through this advocacy, and even with transfer resource centers, we're in the process of trying to push this forward. So now all 23 of our CSU campuses have it. That's my new project. So crossing our fingers that we're going to push this forward to our chancellor. But we have our Current Promise Finishing For program. It is a program where students can enroll in BC, start their first 2 years. They're giving priority registration. They're giving financial aid assistance. We have hands-on. You have a BC counselor advisor and you got a CSUB transfer specialist. They are there. We are a tag teaming workshops and everything to help you. And the cool thing is that you're going to do the BC degree in 2 years, earn your associate's degree for transfer to CSUB, and we're going to guarantee you admissions to the university. If you complete that ADT, I guarantee you have admissions to CSUB for the next 2 years. And when we say it's a finishing for program, it's mapped out 2 years at BC and 2 years at CSUB. And we're not keeping any more secrets. It's transparent. It's a program. It's mapped out. We hand you a sheet of paper that says, here's complete BC, backside is CSUB. And come November, you'll actually be able to see it online where it's going to link the two campuses together in a program pathway. And you can see it. You can just start checking off. And when we say accomplishments, you'll be able to start highlighting now. I don't know if you like me. I like highlighting. I like when I was going through education, we used that paper and it's all yellow. You're like, I'm almost there. So you have that, but that's what we're working with our Finishing For program. When she said priority registration, you got priority registration at both campuses. We're going to walk you over into priority registration on our campus for the second year. Second semester starting, dedicated advisors, programming and everything like that. We're getting ready next during transfer week, which is coming up October the 18th through the 21st. We have our Finishing For students coming. They're coming to campus, but we're giving out shirts. We got our Finishing For shirts as transfer students. We're going to rock we got some cute black Finishing For shirts. We're going to rock around campus, all of the community. Be on the lookout for those. They're coming. But these are the things that we're doing with our Finishing For and BC program. And we're happy because we're expanding it. As we take on new, Porterville College is coming on board with this. And we're taking on that same program to map that same pathway there. Taft is next. Taft is coming. We've already started the partnership. The conversation has started, and they're coming. They got to come with me. I need them. I'm on their, my team is on their campus, so we need that. And those are the things we're saying. When we say follow the program, follow the formula. It's a formula that's already written. We took our academic advisors and counselors, we put them in a room, and our faculty, and we said, we got to do this, you guys. We got to align this. And they did it. Our faculty did it. We got all cheers to sign off. And then we took it to the academic advisors and said, hey, this is what we're doing now, you guys. And, everybody's like, this is cool. And so we love it. We embrace it because for our academic advising now is like, it's done. It's all there. It's just mapping out. But this is what we're doing. But not only are we mapping it, we're guaranteeing you that admissions. We're guaranteeing you those courses. So when we say come to CSUB, come to BC, because we are here. We're going to wrap our heads around you. And like she said, intrusive advising, we're going to intrusive advise. We're going to ask you what you're doing. If I know you're supposed to be in class, I'm going to be asking what you doing out here today right now. But that's okay. Know that I'm your friend. I'm big sister. I'm big sister. I'm little Annie. Every once in a while, I will feed you. We take some strolls to Starbucks if I catch you over there. We're gonna have that conversation. But no, we do it because we love you and because we want to see you succeed. So that's the reason why we're doing it. So as we talk about all this, so what's the key? Getting into CSUB. CSUB, like I said, we are your home campus. I want to encourage everyone to apply. So CSUB freshmen. If we have a few freshmen out there, I know we got some freshmen. For CSUB this year, you got to complete that A through G requirements. That's that A through G. Everybody here at A through G. So that's getting your English done, your math done, your science courses, those lab sciences, as much as we don't. We still got to do them. Visual and performing arts and that language other than English. We want you to be proficient. You may not be able to talk it well, but at least we're going to be able to catch one word or two out of that everybody said. And if you're like me, you can read it and write it, but you can't speak a word. Don't want me to get started on speaking that. But those are the things. So we want you to take on that other language, learn another language. It can be Spanish, it can be French, it can even be sign language. We need you. And we want to help you enhance those to continue that education because we need interpreters, a lot of interpreters. And freshmen, you got to have a 2.5. 2.5 is that minimum GPA for those A through G courses for that 10th through 12th grade. We got to get that 2.5. And it's very important this year. I know this pandemic has not been nice to many of you freshmen, many of you seniors out there. I know I got a senior of my own. Cross my fingers and pray for this child every day. But you got to get that 2.5, all righty? And now, here we go back to that governor again. He put something else in place for you guys. If you guys have failed those last classes, because for CSU system, it's got to be a C or better. It's got to be a C or better. But that great governor of yours, he wrote another bill. So if you have that D in that class, go talk to your high school counselor and say, hey, didn't the governor say something about I can change one of these classes to a pass grade? Ain't it some 1054, some AB 104s? Go have a conversation with your high school counselor. Change those Ds to pass grades. The CSU has said, if you receive a pass grade, we will honor it. Wow. I can't ask you what that pass grade was before. We ain't gonna have that conversation. But if it's a pass grade, we're gonna honor it in our admissions office. So if you have those Ds, go talk to your high school counselor and have that conversation to change those grades. So that way it opens up more doors for you as you're applying to the CSUs and UCs this coming fall. All righty. For my transfers, we got to get that 60 units, 60 transferable units. Golden 4. We got to have that math, English, critical thinking, and that public speaking class. All with that wonderful C grade or better, all righty? And a 2.0 overall. 2.0. And this is one thing to notice for transfer students, as when we say 2.0 overall. So if you went to Porterville, Taft, BC, and LA Harbor, when we combine all those schools, you got to have a 2.0 all together, right? So we got some students that I've been trucking at Taft. That's because I messed up a few years ago, back when I was in LA. But we got to combine that to get it to a 2.0, all righty? And if you need help, contact us. CSUB transfer, csub.edu/transfer. You can go on, make an appointment with one of our transfer specialists. We will give you the recommendations, and we'll give you the language to go back and tell the community college what you want to do in the admissions office. So I just did this yesterday. Like, go tell him you want to do. No. Just go ask him nicely. But those are the kind of things. But we are there to help you in our transfer resource center. So if you need help, get online. We got all that. So as we prepare for this fall 2022 at CSUB, I know you guys are like, man, we just started school like a few weeks ago. CSUB and the CSU and the UC system, we're already on to the next admission cycle. In admissions world, I live a whole year ahead of time. So I've already completed my spring class that starts in January. So now we're off to the next class. We're already looking at our class to start in August of 2022. Wow. Yeah. So these are my high school seniors. These are the ones who have been taking a break, and now it is time to get back on that horse. And this is where the grit comes in. This is where we about to pull up the bootstraps, and we about to trug on back into college. The application is open now for all 23 CSUs. The UC application is open. You can't submit it yet, but it is open. All righty. So for the CSU system, for CSU Bakersfield, our application is open October 1st through December 15th. I want to repeat it. October 1st through December 15th. You got to get your application in. I really want to encourage any freshmen out there, graduating seniors, please apply to your home campus, which is CSUB. Many of our 23 campuses are impacted. And when we say impaction, what that means is they get more applications than they have spots for each year. And so as you are away and the further you get from those places, the higher that GPA has to go. And each year it changes because you as a senior class determine what the GPA ranking will be. So you and your classmates determine. So our local students looking at a school like San Diego State, you got to come in 3.6, 3.7, 3.9 because you're so far away from those campuses. But no, so I want to encourage you and as you're doing the CSU application, you can apply to 4 of the 23 campuses for free. There's a fee waiver. It is built into the application. Just pay attention to your income portion. There's an untaxed question on there. Make sure you read it, say untaxed. Just click on the little box if you don't know what that means. The governor don't like that one. So there's 23. So there's a fee waiver. And all you have to do is fill out the application and you can qualify for that fee waiver. If you don't, the fee is $70 per application, but that's okay because there's also resources to help you with that. That's when you go and you put that Cash App up on there on your account. Be like, I'm trying to apply to a CSU who got me today. You're going to find you got some family and you got a village that got you if you try to tell them you're trying to go to college. So, but look at that. All righty. And the data entry. So as we talk about filling out this Cal State Apply application, some of the things you're going to need is your unofficial transcripts. You want to have those handy because you got to go through and unfortunately you got to enter in all your coursework. So when you jump around colleges, you got to enter all that stuff work in. High schools, you got to go through and enter all your A through G courses in there, all righty? Test scores, if you tech AP or CLEP or whatever, enter those in there. Enter them onto your application. If you're taking the dual enrollment classes with BC or even with us, enter those courses on your application. Please don't leave those courses out. That's college credit. That's some classes you ain't got to take when you get to us. Have your parents' income. Know your social security number. Ask your parents, can you borrow the card? Take a picture of the card or get those numbers because you need that for your application. You need it for your financial aid and also your admissions application. Your citizenship status. If you live here in the state of California, you are a California resident. If all your belongings here, if all your clothes is here, all your shoes is here, you are a California resident, all righty? Gets me on California resident. And then a method of payment, like we said. But as you're going through the application, be sure to enter in all your coursework. Be sure to enter in all your test scores. Apply for EOP, Educational Opportunity Program. It is a program that will support you either at the community college or at the CSU level. They got their own little pot of money. They got their own tutors. So that's why you want to get involved inside of programs like that. But more than anything, adhere to the dates and deadlines of all the CSUs. And like I said, we are 23 campuses. We are the largest four-year university, but we all got a mindset of our own. So just gonna be honest, we all have different dates and deadlines. So you have to go out and do your research. And I start researching early. Please don't wait until November 30th to apply or December 15th because we got technical issues today, and we got some state-of-the-art technology in this room that I'm in. But technology does not become our friend, and the Wi-Fi can sometimes not become our friend when we need it the most. So please do not wait till the last minute. And so as you're going through the deadline dates, like I said, CSU application is open now. So is the FAFSA application. Get on there, apply now. FAFSA, you have all the way until March. But CSUs, we'll start closing November 30th for our impacted campuses, and then we just continue throughout until December 15th or December 30th. So you want to get those applications in. Apply to CSUB. If you live here in Kern County, live here in the Valley, apply to us. We like you. You know, no matter what, we will embrace you and hug you, even though if you want to wear that red and black for Fresno State, that's okay. We'll take you in. Scholarship application. CSUB will open January 1st with our own CSUB scholarship applications. You are more than welcome to apply for those January the 1st through March the 2nd as well. When FAFSA application closes, they all close together. May 1st is our intent to enroll deadline date. You have to declare which CSU you're going to by May 1st. The majority of us all want you to declare. We want you to make a decision. This is a part of this, making decisions about our plan and our life. We have to make a decision by May 1st. Where are you going to be at for the next 4 years or 2 years? All righty. Initial transcripts are due. And then in June and July, that's when we want to welcome you to campus. That's when we begin to have orientation. That's when we begin to have a ball. We want to welcome you, embrace you into the Roadrunner family. So we invite you out to our campus. Tour the campus. I know during this pandemic, we've been doing it via COVID, and we got to be virtual, but we've had little events where we will sneak you on campus every once in a while. Let you come through, pass through, get your backpack and your t-shirts, because we want you to show, we want to show that pride in this community that you are Roadrunner. So we do give you those shirts. And if you need any assistance, please visit our website, csub.edu. You can connect to our Office of Admissions. No, I am with the Office of Undergraduate Admissions. Our new formerly department, Office of Undergraduate Admissions. So we are there to assist you. Our university outreach program with the wonderful Dr. Darius Riggins. Probably everybody in the community probably know Dr. Darius Riggins. But call him. If you see him out, tell him, Darius, I need some help with my application. Darius will help you. All righty. And then for our transfer students, please visit us on our website, csub.edu transfer. We got workshops going. We got all kind of things going. I challenge my transfer peer mentors to be live, and they are a group of lively ladies. And like I said, if you're thinking about CSUB, join us the week of October 18th through the 21st, and we got all kind of activities planned for that week for our prospective students. We're going to play bingo. We got some giveaways. Tasha likes to shop. It's not on her dime. I got t-shirt giveaways. So, just come out. We're going to have fun. A lot of it is virtual and online, but join us online as it will be fun. And I welcome you guys all. I hope to see you guys a part of our fall 2022 class at CSUB, home of the Rising Roadrunners. Thank you. And I'm turning it back over to Mrs. Wolfa.
Oh my goodness. This has been a great day. Yes. Technical difficulties at all. Yes. Oh. Thank you so much, ladies. We're going to move forward. We have a presentation by Dr. Jessica Grimes on our financial aid. Get that money.
Good afternoon again, everyone. I am so excited. I don't know about you, but I'm jazzed about starting college, and I'm trying to think of a program that I want to start after those presentations. So I hope you're just as energized as I am. So here's the good news. The good news is that I'm going to be talking to you about financial aid, and this is the last session. But we have really done a deep dive on a lot of different elements that relate to going back to school. And I think that it's been high quality, it's been substantive, it's been reflective, it's been helpful. So I'm going to try to keep that going with the financial aid. I want to first say that I am not an expert in financial aid, okay? But I have been through several different college systems and have learned the ropes for myself. And so I am going to mention kind of like a high-level summary, but I will invite my colleagues here, if they want to add, that they're definitely welcome. So the first thing that I'm going to let you know is that college can be affordable. Let's be honest, a lot of times when we think about going back to school, the tuition, the fees can really seem like a barrier. How am I going to do this when I'm making this amount of money or my parents are making this amount of money? My discussion is mostly going to be about the 116 California community colleges and how you can afford that. But the California community colleges offer classes at about $46 per unit. And if you're a full-time student, you're usually taking about 12 units or more. And then there are just different fees and things like that. However, there are lots of different ways that college pays off. So before I talk about, okay, what do I need to do, like step 1, step 2, in terms of affording college, I want to talk about return on investment. Because why are we going to college in the first place? I mean, let's be honest, right? I went to college because I wanted to have a good job, right? I wanted to be able to get a job that paid me money where I could afford a life that was different from the way that I grew up, okay? I wanted to get out of poverty. That's why I went to college. And so I did grants, I did loans, I did scholarships, and thankfully it worked out. So the personal payoff of a college education in California colleges and universities within 5 years, so let's say you get your degree within 5 years, 90% of public colleges and universities show their students earning enough to recoup the cost of earning a credential or degree. I'm just going to say that again. Within 5 years of earning that degree or credential, 90% of the students who went to a public college or university in California recoup the cost of what it costs to go to college. That's kind of a big deal. Now it goes a little bit lower. Like it's 50% for private and nonprofit, and it's 30% for for-profit colleges and universities. And because I represent public colleges, I'm very excited because it means that, we've got several colleges in actually Kern County. We've got the 4 community colleges, Bakersfield, Saracoso, Porterville, as well as Taft College, and of course the lovely Cal State Bakersfield. So you have a lot of different options. So let's kind of talk about the cost. I said it's $46 a unit for the California Community College. I'm not sure if this is the exact amount that it is for tuition for a CSU. You can let me know, but it's around $6,000 for tuition, and then a UC is around $13,000. So the reason why I mentioned that is that we talked about stackable certificates and degrees. You might start off with wanting a certificate, you go to the associate degree, you transfer to Cal State, right? And then maybe you're thinking about eventually getting your graduate degree or a master's. You can afford it, okay? You can afford it. And it usually, we kind of advise students that if money is an issue, you might want to stay home, right? Because you don't have to pay those out-of-state tuitions, and you might want to start off at a California community college, but you can go ahead and transfer, and depending upon what your goals are. Now, we've mentioned it kind of jokingly that our PowerPoint presentation isn't showing, but I'm going to list some resources, and I'm going to say them more than once. Hopefully you are now getting out a pen or a pencil, because I want you to be able to go to these places and do a little bit of research yourself. So the first one is called I Can Afford College. And normally I would have like a really cool QR code. It's called I Can Afford College. And when you click on this link, it pretty much is this one-stop resource that gives you information about how to afford college. Okay, so what types of financial aid are available? Grants. There are a lot of different grants that are available. Tasha was talking a lot about the federal application for financial aid, where when you apply for that, you usually get like a breakdown of what you qualify. But grants, there are both federal grants and there are also California grants. There are work study programs. This is huge. A lot of students, they need to work. They need living expenses. I know I worked all through college. I worked both through the work study program, and then I also worked off campus as well. Guys, I needed to survive. Okay, so we talked about grants, federal and California grants. There's work study programs that are usually based on your income level, and usually you're able to work on the campus. There are scholarships. Now, there are lots of different scholarships, both from the institution that you go to, and then there are also private scholarships. Sometimes churches do scholarships, nonprofits. I'll be telling you about some scholarships for African Americans that are specific. And then the last but not least are loans. Okay, so that is another way that you can afford college. But first, you have to go to the Federal Student Aid Financial website, which is called FAFSA. Very hard on the tongue. FAFSA. FAFSA. Okay. I can't say it and like with any degree of seriousness, but it's a government website, and it really is this one-stop shop. I mean, all the colleges use it. It doesn't matter if you're going to a community college or you're going to a CSU or a UC. It's that one-stop shop, and I believe you were told to know what your income is, whether you're living with your parents or not, know what your Social Security is, and be very honest about it. That's enough said about that. But anyway, FAFSA. Okay. We also kind of talked a little bit about maybe different status families. So there are some students who are mixed status families who might not have been born here. There are still options for you as well in terms of financial aid. There is the California Dream Act, and there's also this lovely website called, and again, if you have your paper and pencil out, it's called the California Student Aid Commission that lets you know about AB 540, and you might have that status as a student. I want to make sure that you're encouraged as well, that college is affordable for you too, okay? We are really promoting higher education in California. I'm very proud of the measures that we've taken to make sure that it's affordable to all students. Speaking of grants, remember I said there are both federal and there are also state-specific grants. You've got the Pell Grant. That is a federal grant, and I'm thankful for it. It helped me afford my own college. Cal Grant, I don't know if you guys have heard of that. That's a California grant program. There's also called the California College Promise Grant that used to be called the BOG, but it's the same type of program. I've already talked about student scholarships. There's a California Grant High School Entitlement Award. There's a lot of different grants, and I will be giving our CEO President, Glenda Woolfolk, access to all of this information so that you can kind of look through this at your own leisure. Speaking of scholarships, it's really important, and I was told this as a young student, and I kind of like, whatever, I didn't really think about it. But, I realized that I probably didn't have to pay for most of my education if I had done a little bit of research. So we're going to pause, and you guys are going to write this down, okay? Learn from Jessica. Learn not to do what I did. Okay, so California Community College Scholarships Endowment. It's called like CESI, California Community College Scholarships Endowment. There is this laundry list of scholarships with all the deadlines, all in California. And all you need to do is look at their requirements, make sure that your deadline is, you know what the deadlines are. And usually what you can do is take that letter or whatever it is that's required and tailor it. You know how this is. You apply for something and you tailor it for whatever it is that you're doing. There are a lot of scholarships that usually start at $1,000. Some of them are very, very high, $10,000, $15,000. But if you think about your education and you do the research beforehand, you can not only have grants, but you can also have money coming to you that will help with living expenses. Okay. So that's pretty amazing. So that's one resource that I highly encourage you researching. There's another place called the Foundation for California Community Colleges. I'm not going to say that because it's going to sound like I'm saying a bad word, but it's a Foundation for California Community Colleges. Again, a list of community colleges. But just to kind of like whet your appetite for research, all right, that was a geek moment. This is an example of the type of scholarships that are tailored to different types of students. There's a scholarship called Capture the Dream Incorporated for single parents. Wow. I love that. Yeah. Just a little bit of research, guys, and you can find out how you can get money. In terms of African American scholarships, on that website that I said, California Community College Scholarships Endowment, it also, you can filter it down to ethnicity and you can filter it down to gender, women, So I filtered it out and I found, for example, and I thought this was wonderful. We're representing No Sister Left Behind today. There's a scholarship called Dr. Wynetta A. Frazier, Sister to Sister Scholarship. And this is for African American women. Yeah, so these types of scholarships are out there. Lots of different scholarships related to both women and African American, and also related to different fields. Like, let's say, for example, sociology or whatever it is that you're studying. So, I'm encouraging you to get acquainted with these resources. Um, Another source that I would recommend is called the United Negro College Fund, UNCF. You probably have heard about that. Um, but they have helped more than 500,000 students earn their college degrees with their financial aid. So that's pretty impressive to me. And so some of the scholarships that they have is the Fund 2 Foundation for STEM scholars. So remember I said, depending upon what your program is, there's just different, there's like a Frederick Douglass Bicentennial Scholarship Program, different things like that that can be very useful. You probably have heard of the Gates. They love to give money to education. The Gates Millennium Scholarship Fund, lots and lots of money given to students of color. I believe they did 20,000 outstanding students of color scholarships. That's a lot. In any given year. So this is another location or area that you might want to do research. We've all heard of Jackie Robinson. He has a foundation, and there are also scholarships in the applicants. So you can get scholarships there. And I said I was going to be very short. There's a lot more. I'm not going to say every single scholarship available, but I wanted to kind of just let you know that, when you're trying to pay for your college, it really is incumbent upon you to be a little more strategic about it. So what I'm saying is it's easy kind of like to fill out that FAFSA or application, but there are outside resources that you want to do as well, not just rely on FAFSA. I really, really recommend going to those other websites because they give out a lot of money. And believe it or not, both colleges and these foundations say sometimes they don't have people applying because, people don't do the research. So the big message is that college is affordable, whether you're, starting off again and getting your associate's degree or you're going back to get your bachelor's, whatever it is, college is affordable. And also on every single college campus, there's going to be financial aid advisors who will walk you through this stuff, who will help you with, the step-by-step process. So, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Linda. Like I said, very, very short. That's all I have. And if you guys wanted to add, you're more than welcome to. Thank you.
Oh, it's been a great day. Technical difficulties at the beginning, but I tell you, it has been a blast talking with these women and hearing their experiences as well. And we've been sharing with one another, and it's just been great. And I've had an awesome time, and we hope that you have had an awesome time gaining all the information you need to be empowered to attend college or to go back to college. We are here for you. Go to www.nosisterleftbehind.org//program and come on to our education program. We have another session coming up in November the 6th this year, next month, and we'll be waiting on you. We'll be here with you or without you. So you can get, because we're here to give you the information. We're here to give you the information and to encourage you and empower you to even start thinking about it. If you've been thinking about going back to college, we're here for you. We're here for you. We're kind of like McDonald's, 24 hours. We're going to be ready. We want you to achieve. When I think of that, our program was initiated, of course, by the Women and Girls Fund of the Kern Community Foundation. And they gave us the opportunity to help Black women go back to college, to encourage them to do that. And we plan to do that. And we're going to push and prod whatever we got to do. But we're going to wait on you because this program is here and it's here for you. We just want you to understand that. They believe in you becoming a college graduate. And if that's what you want to do, we're here for you. And we thank you so much for being in here today and tuning in. And those that have signed up and registered, what I ask you to do is to make sure that you at least go into the chat and say something so we'll know that you were present. But anyway, we want to thank you, and you can contact us at any time. You know where we are, where we're at. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube. So just contact us and let us know if you need anything. And we appreciate our guest today, our Dr. Grimes. She spoke today. We thank you. Deborah Bradford is on the board. She spoke today as well. And our two guests from the local colleges are Bakersfield College, Angela Williams. Yes. Our educational advisor up there at Bakersfield College. Yes. So we have the connections. We just need you to get connected. We also have Natasha Harris here from California State University, Bakersfield. And Dr. Erica, she had to leave early because her father is visiting, so she had to leave early. So we thank Dr. Erica Harper also for being here. And I also want to thank our officers for being here. You know what? They hang out with me quite a bit. Quite a bit. Pam Walker, y'all know her as Shug, and Linda Factory is our treasurer. So we're glad. We're just glad to be here. And we're glad to be an organization that's going to help our community of Black women to thrive. That's all we want. That's all. That's all. So we thank you for joining in, and we appreciate you. We appreciate our guests, and we're going to do it again. I'm going to already hook them up so they can be partners of No Sister Left Behind. So we appreciate it. Have a good evening. We'll see you tonight. We're going to be talking about domestic violence, and we have two ladies, one that experienced it as an adolescent when she was in high school, and then another lady through a marriage. So we're going to talk about domestic violence. It's one of the top things that Black women will be killed is domestic violence. So it's something that we can talk about and have a forum. So meet us tonight on Facebook, and we'll be there. No Sister Left Behind. Again, thank you for tuning in.
I'm ready to go back to school.
There's a
They didn't have half that stuff when I went back. It was like, you see us out tried to find me a tutor. I'm begging people to help. It's like, you guys have it right here, just like this. You giving it to them. I was so amazed to hear all that stuff. I was like, oh my God. I'm calling my son.
It is a handoff.
Yes.